another part of the dark room retreat that most people end up going to a dark room for is the aspect of, after a certain duration of time that you're in the dark, your brain starts producing various chemicals. Everything from serotonin to starts getting converted into melatonin, and then you get to this final stage of DMT production. If you're not familiar with DMT is something that you get a certain burst of it during when you are coming into this world, as well as when you're moving out of this world, and also through other various forms, whether it's psychedelics or entheogens that can make you have these hallucinatory visuals of perception. And so from that experience, the actual visual experience, that was not, even for 7 days, I don't think I had hallucinatory experiences where I was seeing entities or things of that nature. It was actually a lot more subtle than that. What I will tell you is that flashes of just silhouettes of the room, various different imagery of very not focused in objects would just start to appear, and it was sporadic, very sporadic. There was also times of just strobing, like a light strobe within the mind that I was kind of experiencing. And then the main thing that I thought was definitely worthwhile was the fact that there would be these wave patterns that would cross from one eye to the next, or moving up and down, whether it's like an explosion or an expansion or contraction, and then the subtle colors. I think in various different situations and things that occurred during the retreat, there would be hints of color, waves of color, and the colors weren't like bright, red or green or anything. It was like subtle, like dark hues of the color, where it's almost faint / transparent, but still enough to perceive a hue within the wave, or within the actual form of a form. I would just say a form. I don't even say an object. And so, different forms would take shape in the eye of the mind, and they'll have their own various colors to them. Some things red, some things more hueish blue, some things yellow, purple, green, and then the form itself. Sometimes it would be like nice forms, like smooth, very non-threatening, and then you would have more or less some forms that could be chaotic, if there was a word to explain it, where it looked like more chaos was happening with that form, rather than it being kind of like a soothing type of depiction or shape. And that became prevalent during different situations, especially when you're kind of monitoring your own body from an internal point of view. Like, different situations would occur, and either chills or vibrations would be very prevalent throughout the body, and that those chills and vibrations would emit or generate these forms of these shapes of various kinds. And you would be able to kind of see, oh, okay, well, when I'm feeling a little like this, these types of things are kind of showing them their presence in light form. And when I'm feeling a little bit like this, then this one is kind of showing themselves. So it was very interesting to kind of experience that, because these are things that you just don't experience when you're actively using your eyes, when you're actively looking at the world and taking in so much light from the world.